Hey family, I needed to get on here because I feel responsible if I don't share any dreams or experiences that I have that serve as a warning. So a couple nights ago, my dog, one of my two pups, woke me up to throw the ball in the backyard. So I got up. It was like maybe 11 or something at night. And I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not dreaming. This is actually, happening. And I look up in the sky, and there was this massive cluster of lights. It was not a plane. And I just, I prayed in my mind, and I asked Yahweh, what is this, right? Is this you? What is this a sign of? And just in my heart, I immediately understood it was the dragon. And it was huge, and it was way up in the sky. And of course, I didn't have my phone. I would have definitely taken a video of it. It was just really an impromptu, fetch session with one of my pups. But I just thought I wanted to share that I wasn't afraid. It actually looked interesting and I guess beautiful. And you know how, like, the planets, these are wandering stars. And so when you look at them, we don't feel fearful of looking at these, so-called planets like Mars or Venus. They're actually stars. And they're the fallen that are not obedient to the path, right, that they should be aligned with, if they were obedient to Yahweh. So we kind of look at them with our bare eyes, with wonderment. They look beautiful, but it was kind of the same when I looked at this. And it wasn't fear. I didn't get an overwhelming sense of evil, but I just had a feeling of dread. And so I had to share that. So that was just a couple nights ago. And then 2 nights ago, it was like right after that, I had this crazy dream. And it was super dark. We were in, I guess, some compound. I was with a bunch of people. I had no idea. Many of them were on the floor sleeping. So it looked like a massive sleepover. So many people were just, asleep or watching entertainment. So movies, Netflix, HBO Max, like all these app shows, they were watching them like zombies, right? So brainwashing. And I was dressed in military gear, and I was screaming to everyone, wake up, wake up, wake up, right? And all of a sudden, Elon Musk appears, and he says that he has on this platter these vials, and they're glowing. They're like pale blue, and I could tell it was artificial, something that was kind of developed, that he was releasing. And I don't believe he is the one, but I think he's associated somehow with this mark. So anyway, so I'm waking people up, and I got a couple like young, people to somewhat listen, but they were kind of scrawny and not sure of themselves, but they were able to follow me. There was just like maybe 2 or 3 people, and to help wake people up. And then the dream switched, and I'm in the planning room with Elon Musk and his group. And I look on this board, and he says, we're going to do it on the anniversary of this plane crash in the Atlantic. And I look and I wake up, right? And I look up this plane crash in the Atlantic, and I found it was a plane traveling from New York to Switzerland. It was like this UN, majority of these people were from the UN. It crashed on September 2nd, 1998. I'm not a date setter. I'm not saying this is when this rapture's coming, nothing. But I'm just relaying what I saw. So September 2nd will be the, I think, 28th anniversary of that crash. And I believe destruction's coming and something's going to be released on that day. So, I hesitated making this video, and I thought, well, everyone already thinks I'm crazy. Let me just go ahead and put this out there just to warn everyone and share what I received. Anyways, I love you all. We all must repent, get our hearts right, seek after him, seek him while he may be found. I love you all. Have a blessed day.